What's up everyone, Taiki here, and in this video I'll be going over why I'll be embracing meme coins and we'll start talking about it more on my channel. So if you like the content, please like and subscribe and let's get right into it. And when I say I'll be embracing meme coins, I'm not going to be talking about meme coins every single day. I'm still going to make DeFi content and all that. And I'm not going to be, hyper gambling on like micro cap shitters, right? But what I am going to do is I'm going to just accept that meme coins are here to stay. It's only going to gain market share and mind share over time. I think I'm finally coming to the truth with that regard. And it doesn't really matter what I want to happen. It doesn't matter what you want to happen to the market. What matters is what the market wants, and the market wants meme coins, and therefore I have to take them more seriously. Previously, I kind of viewed meme coins as a joke, and I would like just pump money here and there, lose money, think it's like a scam or something. But it's not that they were scams, or I mean they were scams, but I was also just being stupid, right? I was like just buying the wrong meme coins. I just have to take them more seriously and then actually have a real strategy around it. So to understand my pivot, and for me to talk about my pivot is kind of lame, right? It's like, dude, Taiki, just buy meme coins, right? You don't have to explain yourself. But if I'm gonna start talking about it more, right? There's gonna be I guess some emotions, right? Like some ethical considerations. So I just wanted to lay out my story and the direction of the channel. So that's the purpose of this video. So my story is just going full circle. My channel, right, has 100,000 subscribers. Thank you, everyone. And the majority of them came in 2021 when I embraced the Polygon Ponzi's. I was a degen, I was really hungry, I was fresh out of college, didn't have much money to my name. I identified that these Ponzi's are gonna start printing, just fucking went for it, and I also taught people how to yield farm. And I think the majority of my audience now remember those Matic days, and we remember fondly, right? Like those 1000% APY days. And as a result, my YouTube metrics, we really went parabolic, and then it kind of tapered off, but really went crazy there. And by the way, I'm not hiding my revenue numbers. I just don't run ads on my channel. So I was a degen, right? All of 2021. So what happened, right? Like now you're talking about your DeFi coins. The thing is, after drawing down like 50 to 60% in the 2022 bear market, it was really brutal. I think there was a period where ETH was down like 12, 13 weeks in a row, like the red candles. I was like, oh my God, like this is insane. I got some serious PTSD from being a degen. And as a result, when the market started to bounce back, I just, leaned on fundamentals and logic and rationality. Of course, I've always been like a rational person, right? I played poker before professionally, but I kind of just went all in on these quote unquote mid-curve plays. And of course, they make money, right? All these DeFi coins are doing really well, especially with Trump winning and whatnot. But that's kind of why I started talking about Maker, right? Made money on Maker, made money on Aave, made money on Uniswap. It's all cool and dandy. But the reality is, it's not really interesting to a lot of people. And honestly, I don't really care about the views. I don't really care about subscribers, honestly, right? It's not like I make money from people clicking my videos, but it is a signal in the sense that, so this is my YouTube metrics from January 1st, 2022 to the end of last year. There was a period, basically after Luna collapsed, right? Every single day I lost subscribers. And every time I would upload a video, there would be like a spike in the amount of people that would unsubscribe. Probably because, they were like, Taiki's a scammer, right? Like talking about like Matic or something. Like my videos were like a reminder that they owned crypto. They're like, okay, I need to unsubscribe from that guy. And it was pretty insane, right? Actually, I think at the market top, before Luna dying, I think I had like 97,000 subscribers, and 3 years later, basically, right, from the market top, I'm at 100. So my channel really hasn't grown that much. Of course, there was churn, right? So we had the paper hands leave, and now the diamond hands are back. So maybe my audience is more loyal, and it's like strong community and whatnot. But the reality is my numbers really haven't grown. And like I said, I don't really care about the numbers, but I view it as more of a signal on what the market wants. And if I'm trading or investing, I have to take into consideration what the market wants, because that's where the money and the attention is going to flow. I would spend weeks and months on like a Uniswap thesis, which would turn out, good, but it gets 6,000 views, and then some random guys saying, hey, go to Pump Fund and make this coin, and it would get 40,000 views. Like I said, I don't really care for the lack of views, but it's just a data point, right? Like people, like DeFi coins do well, right? Mid-curve plays make money, right? And it pays for my life and whatnot or whatever. But the reality is, Murad has hypothesized the meme coin super cycle. Everyone's piling in, and the thesis is compelling, right? As an OG crypto guy, or I'm not even like an OG, but as like a DeFi guy, I want DeFi coins to do well. But like I said earlier, it doesn't really matter what I want. The reality is that more attention is going to be on meme coins, and I can't continue to ignore that fact. And another data point to at least take into consideration is how much money meme coin infra, right, shitcoin infra makes. So Dex Screener, right, I'm sure we all use Dex Screener, they make like $200,000 to $300,000 a day from running ads, charging for boosts and whatnot. And like all these platforms like Photon, I mean, they make so much, like 150 million, like, lifetime fees. This is Banana Gun, like, it's just so much money that they make that, I mean, clearly people are paying for this stuff, right? They're paying to buy memes. They're looking for meme coin infrastructure. And I talked to a lot of like, ETH developers. They're like, oh, like I don't like it, right? But I mean, these are products that people want. And for me, like, do we really think that this trend is going to stop? Probably not, right? Like really not. And this might apply to me, and this might apply to like, like the, certain ivory tower devs within the ETH community and whatnot. But the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And I don't want to be the guy that, there's this concept of style drift, right? Where I have a certain strategy that's worked historically, but because I feel FOMO or something, I just like pivot to a different strategy. That's usually not a great thing to do, because I'm good at DeFi, and I can probably continue to make money like doing DeFi stuff. But like I said, right, it's not like I'm going to be aping like my net worth into meme coins. It's just that I'm just going to develop a strategy, like a more serious strategy. And I think we all need a light bulb moment for crypto, DeFi, or just like anything in general, where you just like dive straight in. For me, right, and for crypto, it was DeFi summer, and then like the Matic Ponzi's, that was like my light bulb moment, and I just like went all in, like on chain. And for me, with meme coins, it was GOAT. I'm sure you've seen my progression from like DeFi coins, like just being obsessed with the goatsy gospel recently. And I had this tweet, which kind of went pseudo viral, but it's like, well, I'm escaping the mid curve. I finally see the light. Lord, take me to promised land. And I think, the reason this got so much engagement was like, yes, like Taiki's back, like degen Taiki's back. He's, he's gonna degen, right? And I felt that, that realization. And it was like the first meme coin that I actually got. Of course I get like Doge and stuff, right? But it was like the first meme coin where I was like, oh, like I saw it, I got it, I bought early, made money, and now I'm like, it's kind of dominated like my mind share for the past couple of weeks. And yeah, it activated a part of my brain that's been dormant since mid 2021. It's been a long time since I've been this compelled about a particular narrative in a very long time. And this is a concept of gut feel, right? Your gut feel is the culmination of all your experiences, ups and downs that you've had. So whenever you feel something for the first time, you just have to embrace it. So that's why I'm embracing meme coins, and specifically AI meme coins. But full disclosure, I own GOAT. I mentioned like a week or two ago that I didn't own GOAT, but I bought GOAT like when it pulled back. And it's going to be a core position of my portfolio for now, right? I mean, if you're watching this video like 3 months from now, then maybe things change. And I did this live stream, right? Because when the meta was starting, this was like mid to late October, but I was like, dude, I have no idea what's going on. I just like did a random live stream, accepted a random caller, Hugo, right? He just like took off his shirt and just like started chilling random coins. So it was like it's like the first time that I've been having a lot of fun, and hopefully you kind of recognize that as well. It's kind of like the Dino Swap days, right? I would like live stream Dino Swap. It's like, oh, this is a Ponzi, but it keeps going up, good times. But also, ever since I've embraced the GOATC, I've just been invited to so many podcasts, so many group chats. And what I realized also in real life, I was at like a real life trader dinner in New York City, right? Like all the liquid fund managers and discretionary traders just get together, talk our book and narratives and whatnot. And what I realized over the past couple of months after talking to all these people is that they're really smart, and they work for like prestigious funds, right? And they throw money around, like they buy like millions of dollars of like coins. But obviously, like they're very professional in their fund. But on their with their personal book, the personal portfolio, they're just like buying memes. And I think the general consensus is that there's not really much investable things in crypto right now because of like the valuations. there's few, and a lot of people, like, they all have a meme coin strategy. That's where the juice is, and I think I finally see it. It took me a long time. I don't know what I don't know what took me so long, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm probably like not that late, right? Maybe that's kind of insightful. I was a degen. I lost my ways. I need a serious strategy. So where do we go from here? Like I said, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be like this irresponsible guy, right? Of course, there's always like ethical considerations to take into account when talking about meme coins, because certain groups of people think that it's unethical no matter like how much thought you put into meme coins, right? Because it invokes a lot of emotion. From a portfolio construction perspective, right? It's just that I'll be allocating a much larger percent of my portfolio to memes. The majority of my portfolio will be like in more responsible assets, and I'll probably do this barbell approach, right? Where we'll see majors, LP tokens, like whatever, on one side, right? Very yield generating, comfortable, safe, right? I can sleep at night. And then the smaller side, right? I'll go for like higher risk, big payoff stuff. And like I said, I'll try to do it in like an ethical way. I'm not abandoning DeFi or anything, but it's just that I'll probably talk more about meme coins on this channel. I might also start talking more about smaller DeFi coins. Like in the past, I've kind of tried to talk about stuff that's like over 100 million market cap, like a billion market cap, right? If I talk about Maker, Aave, Uni, right? It's not like my videos will move the market, right? Maybe it will a little bit, but I mean, it's socially acceptable to like talk about like a DeFi coin. It's not really socially acceptable to talk about specific meme coins. So I have to toe the line, and I'll try to do it like the best. I mean, I've built my platform for like 4+ years, like just doing the right thing, right? And the one thing that I can guarantee you is that I don't always get everything right, but I never have like bad intentions, right? People can troll me all they want, but it's like the worst thing that someone can say about me is that Taiki was stupid, right? Like no one will ever say that, or hopefully no one will ever say that Taiki is like a grifter or like a scammer or something. The reality is, I make content, and the reason I make content is the fact that I have to make these slides for anything else that I've done on my channel is a way for me to internalize what I'm actually feeling, and talking it out loud makes me realize, or like in a way, like making this video is a way for me right now to talk to my future self, because I usually watch back my videos, and I'm just submitting to the meme coin super cycle. That's all it is, right? I see the light. I really believe in it. It makes me feel bad that I believe in it, but I believe in it, and I'll take it more seriously. So the types of meme coins I'll buy. So this kind of affects like the future content on my channel. And like I said, I'm not going to be like talking about like random meme coins like every single day, right? But animal coins don't really inspire me. And I think what's important is Murad set the narrative, right? He called for the meme coin super cycle. He gave that viral talk at Token 2049, and he kind of gave a framework for what coins he thinks he will do well in the future. And because I'm like a mid-curve, like rationale guy, I'm still gonna buy memes, but I just need to apply that framework to my future meme coin holds. So whatever I talk about in the future, probably will be be rationalized to some extent. Like not too much, but the idea is that cults don't. It doesn't really matter if something's a meme coin or a tech coin or like whatever. They're all meme coins. They're all like overvalued. What matters is whether or not it's a cult. We need to study Bitcoin, ETH, Cardano, Link, Doge, XRP. We need to study past cults and then identify new cults, and then buy those tokens. What's a cult? A group of people that's passionate about a cause. He thinks there's gonna be a pivot from non-serious meme coins to serious meme coins. I've never really embraced meme coins because they were so completely unserious, and maybe that's the reason they do well. But for something to reach the enormous market caps this time around, I think it does have to be something like movement or mission driven that people can like really buy into. And what actually matters, as Murad says, is does it have a good community? Is it a good story? How culty is it? Is it fresh? Does it make people want to be a part of that narrative? Does it inspire free cult labor? Stuff like that. I really empathize with this, and I think it empathize with a lot of people too. And lastly, I think this is the last slide. Yeah, this is the last slide. So ethics-wise, there's no easy way to like talk about memes, right? Of course, maybe it's socially acceptable to like talk about anything over a billion market cap, but I think for me, if I do talk about meme coin, I'll just be transparent with like how much I own, what I own, and like the wallet that I hold it in, and I'll be like, okay, like this is my wallet, you can check it for yourself, right? Of course, I guess it depends, right? Like if I'm like buying Doge, I'm not gonna like be like, oh, this is my Doge, there's gonna be some common sense, right? Where if I do talk about a small coin, then I do have to just dox and be completely transparent. If I have some random like $1 billion meme coin thesis, then yeah, I mean it's $1 billion, it's probably fine. Or I mean I'm open to hearing your thoughts. Generally I try to have conversation with people, right? It's like, okay, like what's good, like what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, and I think Murad went about it the right way, where his wallet, I mean whether he liked it or not, his wallet got doxxed, and now he's like, I'm not going to sell, and I guess he's gaining social capital, and his paper net worth is going up, but he's not actually realizing any profits. So yeah, like I said, I built my platform for over 4 years. It's been a rough journey. I'm not going to jeopardize that by just for like a little bit of money, right? It doesn't make any sense to me. I do believe in playing long-term games with long-term people. I have much bigger ambitions for my channel rather than like just making money in the short term. So if I do talk about if I talk about a coin and it goes down, chances are I'll lose money on it, right? Because I'm not gonna like quote unquote dump on my followers, and if I do dump on people, or if I do dump my coin, then it's gonna be because like it's like going down, it's like really going down. And I guess if it goes up, then maybe, yeah, then my wallet is docked. So I mean, you kind of get the point, right? I just want to do it in like a acceptable way, I suppose. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you'll enjoy like the new types of content I'll make in the future for my channel. I'll still talk about DeFi with varying market caps. I'll talk about meme coins with varying market caps, and I'm really gonna start embracing the meme coins. I finally see the light. Thanks for watching, and see you another time. Bye bye.